Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB and today is the 13th of June 2024. Now look guys, I'm in Dubai and yesterday guys, that is the 12th of June, there were two really important updates that will definitely have a very strong impact on the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. The first one is the CPI numbers are out and the news is that Bidenflation is at 3.3%. It has definitely gone down but hasn't gone down by quite a lot. But along with that guys, FOMC meeting also took place. And Federal Chair Jerome Powell, guys, now he has decided to keep the interest rate unchanged. So look guys, one news is positive so far as the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is concerned, and the other one not so much. So in today's episode guys, I'll definitely go ahead and discuss both this news and what kind of an impact it will have on the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Now look guys, it is really important to understand that I'm recording this podcast in the early hours on the 13th of June. So technically if you're listening to this podcast, you still might be listening to it on the 12th of June, because in Dubai guys, the FOMC meeting and the CPI numbers were actually put out later on in the day. So I thought let me go ahead and grab this news and go ahead and share it with my Crypto and Coffee at 8 listeners, because what I wanted to do guys is, I wanted to go ahead and gauge the impact of Bidenflation and the FOMC meeting, and clearly guys, the prices have definitely spoken, because the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies have definitely pumped up, so we'll definitely delve into that. Now today guys, we do have another breaking news, and that is to do with Terraform Labs, and they've been ordered to pay a fine of $4.74 billion to the United Securities and Exchange Commission. So I'll definitely go ahead and explain what this news is all about. Now look guys, one particular trend which I'm seeing since the last week is that of smart wallet. Now I believe in the episode that I released on Monday, I talked about Coinbase. They have gone ahead and launched a smart wallet, isn't it? Now unfortunately guys, in Dubai did not get a chance to go ahead and use it. But today guys, there is another update which has to do with smart wallet, and Circle guys, which is the issuers of Circle USDC, they are launching a smart wallet, but they're doing that for Solana blockchain. So really interesting news, isn't it? So I'll definitely go ahead and share this news. And finally guys, we have some news from the president of China, and looks like he's praising blockchain executives. So essentially guys, what he's done, he has gone ahead and written an open letter praising some blockchain executives. So I'll definitely go ahead and talk more information regarding this. Now look guys, so far as China is concerned, it has definitely had love-hate relationship with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, isn't it? More of a hate relationship so far as Bitcoin mining is concerned. So in today's episode, we'll definitely go ahead and discuss what is China's stance on cryptocurrency and what is their stance on blockchain. Now look guys, so far central bank digital currency is concerned, China is leaps and bounds ahead of other countries. So we need to go ahead and factor that thing into consideration as well. So quite a lot to cover guys in today's episode. And like we do in every Crypto and Coffee at 8 podcast, I'm going to be covering two news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. Now both the news guys has to do with artificial intelligence. Now the first news is from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and they want to integrate artificial intelligence across all the healthcare sectors by 2030. So I'll definitely go ahead and share more information regarding this news. Now look guys, what I feel is, artificial intelligence merging with quantum computing could be an absolutely game changer, and it could save millions if not billions of lives in the next couple of years. Now the second news guys also has to do with artificial intelligence, and this has to do with Dubai schools. And Sheikh Hamdan guys, he actually mentioned via Twitter that he wants teachers to go ahead and onboard artificial intelligence. And what he actually said is that 10 teachers will be recognized in the next AI retreat that is going to take place in 2025. Now so far as this news is concerned guys, Sheikh Hamdan has plans to make teachers future ready for artificial intelligence. So definitely positive news I guess. So quite a lot of cover guys in today's episode. Let's kickstart with it right away. Thank you to our sponsors for being part of the Blockchain DXB journey. Firstly, Advanced Media. Advanced Media guys is the largest distributor of professional video, photo, broadcast and cinematic equipment and accessories in the Middle East and MENA region. With over 2 decades of experience, Advanced Media is now the largest distributor in the Middle East, representing more than 100 recognizable brands, including brands such as Zeiss, DJI, Hasselblad, Red and Rode. As a matter of fact guys, the very mic that I'm recording is being sponsored by Advanced Media as well, and Advanced Media has showrooms in Saudi Arabia and services as well. Looks like they're definitely taking the Middle East by storm. And here's the beautiful thing guys, they're taking corporate social responsibility very seriously, and they're focusing on 3 P's, that is people, planet and prosperity. Now listen guys, if you do want to find out more information regarding the statement of corporate social responsibility, check out the website, that is www.amt.tv. And here's the beautiful thing guys, They also want to be a leader and set an example and reputation as a pioneer and member of the community. And in doing so, guys, they also have an AMD scholarship with SAE Institute in Dubai, UAE. So definitely check it out. And also, guys, Advanced Media is committed to persistently developing, organizing, and hosting training workshops, seminars, and community events that educate, inform, and familiarize consumers with new equipment and the latest technological advances. So listen, guys, do one thing. If you do want to support this channel, go to the website, that is www.amt.tv, and follow the social media channels as well. All of the details are in the show notes below. Next, Startup OI is global one-tech platform for tech. It offers global high-paying tech jobs with flexibility in working time and location, global free tech events, and tech networks to connect with global like-minded engineers. A brilliant platform to listen to the tech experts in Metaverse and to grab their insights. Now listen, all you have to do is download the app Startup OI. If you're using an Android version, go to Google Store and App Store for iOS devices. Alternatively, you can also click on the show notes below to download Startup OI. Next, guys, listen, if you're into fitness, if you're into adventure, if you want to do something wild but still want to keep your health in check, there is a new podcast in town, a podcast focusing on obstacle course race in the Middle East. The podcast is called the Race Pace Podcast. So check out the Race Pace Podcast across all leading platforms. And the Race Pace Podcast is a peer-to-peer community-driven podcast where they talk all about obstacle course race in the Middle East, from Sandstorm to Spartan Race, from Tough Mudder to Desert Warrior Challenge, and also the Government Gov Games, and quite a lot more. The podcast has interviews with athletes locally and internationally to get inside scoop on how athletes prepare for obstacle course race. In the podcast, they also talk about interesting stories on why they are motivated to do obstacle course race. And that's not all. They also plan to release 7 NFTs. And these NFTs are no ordinary. These NFTs will represent every emirate in the UAE. And listen, guys, these NFTs are going to be absolutely massive. So do one thing. Go to Spotify, go to iTunes, go to any leading podcasting platform and search for Rise in the Obstacle Course Race podcast. And finally, guys, not your keys, not your crypto. If you have dabbled with cryptocurrencies and now are seriously getting to protect your cryptocurrencies, there is no better way to protect it by using a hardware wallet. And this is where Ledger Wallet kicks in. And Ledger Wallets are hardware cryptocurrency wallets made by Ledger, a company headquartered in Paris, France. And Ledger's hardware wallets are multi-currency wallets that are used to store private keys for cryptocurrencies offline. And Ledger offers 2 hardware wallets, the Ledger Nano and Ledger Nano X wallets. They are world-class experts with extensive crypto security backgrounds. They continuously look for vulnerabilities in Ledger products in a constant effort to improve the level of security. Now, in today's world, securing these digital assets is a critical challenge, and this is where Ledger kicks in. So click the link below to buy your hardware wallet and support this podcast. It is a brilliant way to support this podcast. So what are you waiting for? The link is in the show notes below. Now, guys, since you've taken care of that, let's kickstart by looking at the global cryptocurrency market. Now, mind you, guys, I'm looking at these numbers in the early hours of Dubai, and it has only been 4 hours since the CPI numbers are out, and roughly around 2 hours since Jerome Powell went ahead and made the announcement regarding the interest rate hike. Now, clearly, guys, that news has definitely impacted the price of Bitcoin in a positive way. Now, if you look at the global cryptocurrency market, guys, the global cryptocurrency market is up by $200 billion, and if you look at the global cryptocurrency market, it is at $2.47 trillion, and since the last 24 hours, guys, it is up by 1.27%. Now, look, guys, there is a massive question mark, because look, Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are considered to be a haven against inflation, isn't it? That is at least in theory, but in the real world, it does not work that way, isn't it? When the inflation actually goes down, the price of Bitcoin also increases. It definitely should not work that way, and I'll definitely go ahead and touch base on this later on as well. Now, so far as the total cryptocurrency market is concerned, guys, it is at $87.82 billion. Now, since the last 24 hours, it is down by 6.97%. Now, look, guys, you need to understand that I'm looking at these numbers in comparison to yesterday in just a matter of few hours, and that is one of the reasons why the numbers may not be reflecting correctly. Now, so far as the volume of DeFi is concerned, guys, it is at $6.61 billion, and DeFi as of today is accounting for 7.53% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. Now, if you look at the total value locked, guys, Because of the CPI numbers or inflation marginally going down, the total value locked is also increased. The date is at $105.63 billion, and Lido's dominance is at $33.93 billion, and decentralized to centralized exchange dominance, guys, is at a staggering 28.42%. Now look, guys, I'm definitely liking the number of decentralized to centralized exchange dominance. I'm hoping this trend tends to continue for a very long time. Now let me very quickly run through the volume of decentralized exchanges, guys, because Uniswap's volume has marginally picked up pace as well. Yesterday, guys, I believe it was at $2.40 billion, isn't it? Right now, it is at $2.63 billion. Now, mind you, guys, I'm not looking at these numbers in a span of 24 hours. Rather, I'm looking at these numbers probably in the span of 16 to 18 hours. Now, PancakeSwap's volume, guys, is at $1.42 billion. Orca's at $721.48 million. Radium, guys, is at $432.10 million. And Core Finance, guys, it is at $320.41 million. Now look, guys, by the time you are listening to this episode, I'm pretty much sure these numbers will drastically change, because the numbers that I'm looking at regarding decentralized exchanges, I tend to pick up these numbers via DeFiLlama.com, and they tend to update these numbers every few hours, so keep that thing in mind as well. Now, so far as the volume of stablecoins is concerned, guys, to date is at $81.58 billion. Now look, guys, this is what I think. As and when the hours and days go by, the volume of stablecoins will drastically increase, probably even touch the $100 billion mark. So it looks like the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies might be heading towards a positive direction, especially over the weekend as well. So definitely keep a track on the volume of stablecoins, because stablecoins as of today, guys, is accounting for 90.89% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. And Tether, guys, is clearly leading the pack, and its 24-hour volume is $66.98 billion, followed by FDUSD, guys. Its volume is almost $7 billion. It is actually at $6.95 billion, and Circle USDC, guys, its volume is $6.78 billion. Now, if you look at the market cap, now since the last few hours, guys, the market cap hasn't reflected much, but I'm pretty much sure by 13th or 14th, the market cap of Bitcoin might just cross the $1.50 trillion mark. Today, guys, it is at $1.33 trillion, whereas Ethereum is at $426 billion. Now, if you look at the 24-hour trading volume, guys, Bitcoin's 24-hour trading volume is $33.49 billion, whereas Ethereum is at $17.02 billion. Now, if you look at the dominance, guys, Bitcoin's dominance has actually gone down to 54.05%, but the price of Bitcoin has gone up. This just means one thing, guys. Since the announcement of CPI numbers, a lot of the altcoins and meme coins have been pumping up, isn't it? So what I'd really recommend you to do is, guys, go to coinmarketcap.com or even go to CoinGecko and try to look at the prices that have been pumped up since the last few hours. And I'm looking at it right now, guys. A lot of the altcoins have been pumped up since the announcement of the CPI numbers. That is the crazy world of cryptocurrency, isn't it? And so far as Ethereum's dominance is concerned, guys, it is at 17.20%. Now look, guys, the prices that have pumped up because of the CPI numbers, I'm pretty much sure most of them are pump and dump, isn't it? So we definitely need to factor that into consideration as well. Now in today's episode, guys, what I want to do is I want to run through the market cap of the top 5 privacy coins. Now look, guys, I tend to read out these numbers once every couple of weeks, but me personally, guys, I tend to look at these numbers quite often. Now I hate saying this, guys, but the privacy coins market cap is absolutely ridiculous, considering the fact we talk so much about privacy, isn't it? Truth be told, guys, this number should have been at least 10 times of what it is, because we talk so much about privacy, and the so-called Web3 experts and gurus, they harp about privacy, they talk about self-store and identity, isn't it? Unfortunately, guys, if you look at Monero's market cap, it is only at $3.31 billion. Now listen, guys, so far as privacy is concerned, Monero is the king of all kings, isn't it? Even a lot of Bitcoin maximalists do actually agree that Monero is probably what Bitcoin intended to be. But look, guys, this is what I think. So far as privacy is concerned, it is just a tool by CTOs and tech founders to go out and get more funding from investors and venture capitalists. That is my honest thought. Now, the number second so far as privacy coin is concerned is Starknet, and its market cap is $1.39 billion. Mina, guys, is at number third, and its market cap is well below the $1 billion mark. It is only at $794 million. Zcash, guys, is at number 4th. It is at $359 million. Look, guys, Zcash is kind of like the king of all kings so far as privacy is concerned, along with Monero, and its market cap is only $359 million. This is absolutely shameful, isn't it? And as I mentioned earlier, guys, privacy is just a tool used by CTOs and tech founders to go out and get more funding, because the fact is, guys, people are just not concerned about privacy. Those are my honest thoughts. Now, the number 5th, guys, is Origin Trail, and its market cap is only at $318 million. If you were to add these top 5, probably the top 20, guys, the market cap will still be less than Dogecoin's market cap, because if I'm not mistaken, guys, Dogecoin's market cap is well over $20 billion, isn't it? That is the true state of the cryptocurrency world. Now look, guys, this particular week, I'm talking about decentralized exchanges, isn't it? Now what I want to do next, guys, is I want to go and look at how decentralized exchange merges with artificial intelligence. Because look, guys, decentralized and artificial intelligence are two of the most transformative technologies in the finance and technology sector, isn't it? And their merger, guys, according to me, will revolutionize how we trade, invest and interact with digital assets. So let me go ahead and touch base on some areas where decentralized exchanges can actually merge with artificial intelligence to offer a more secure, efficient and user-friendly platform. So what I want to do is, guys, I want to go ahead and touch base on 8 areas, guys. The first one is enhanced trading algorithms. The second one is automated market making. The third one is fraud detection and security. The fourth one, guys, is personalized user experience. The fifth one, guys, is efficient smart contracts. The sixth one is market analysis and sentiment prediction. The seventh one, guys, is regulatory compliance. And finally, guys, the eighth one is interoperability and cross-chain trading. Now look, guys, lately what I'm noticing via LinkedIn, a lot of articles are being published so far as artificial intelligence merging with blockchain technology. So let me go ahead and share my thoughts and opinion, guys, regarding the merger of decentralized exchange and artificial intelligence. Now the first point, guys, is regarding enhanced trading algorithms. Now look, guys, artificial intelligence can transform trading on decentralized exchanges, and they can do that by developing advanced trading algorithms that leverage machine learning and data analytics to execute trades more effectively, isn't it? So there are specific ways this can happen, guys. AI algorithms can analyze historical data and identify patterns to forecast future price movements. This would actually allow traders to make more informed decisions based on probable future trends, isn't it? Artificial intelligence, or AI, guys, can also determine optimal times to execute trades. This can help in minimizing cost and maximizing returns. This is especially useful in volatile markets where timing is absolutely crucial, isn't it? What about training bots, guys? I definitely do feel that AI-powered bots can automate trading strategies, continuously learning and adapting to market conditions, and these bots, guys, can operate 24/7, taking advantage of trading opportunities that human traders might miss, isn't it? Now the second one, guys, is probably the most important one, and I've got this quite a lot of times, isn't it? That is to do with automated market making. Now look, guys, automated market makers use algorithms to manage liquidity pools and set prices for trading pairs. But look, guys, I do feel artificial intelligence can definitely enhance automated market makers so far as dynamic adjustments is concerned, risk management is concerned, and also optimization of returns is concerned. Now, so far as dynamic adjustments is concerned, artificial intelligence can dynamically adjust the parameters of liquidity pools, such as fee structures and even asset ratios, and they can do that based on real-time market data. This would actually ensure better alignment with market conditions and also improve liquidity. Also, guys, AI can assess the risk levels of liquidity pools and adjust the pool's composition to mitigate potential losses. This involves analyzing factors like price volatility and trading volumes. Now, so far as optimization of return is concerned, guys, AI can help liquidity providers maximize their returns by optimizing the allocation of the assets, and they can do that across different pools based on predicted performance, isn't it? So let me know, guys, what are your thoughts regarding AMM merging with artificial intelligence. Now let's touch base on fraud detection and security. Now look, guys, security is a critical concern for decentralized exchanges, but artificial intelligence can definitely enhance security measures, and they can do that in a plethora of ways. Because look, guys, artificial intelligence can identify unusual trading patterns that may indicate fraudulent activities, such as, let's say, wash trading or even pump and dump schemes. And by analyzing vast amount of transaction data, AI or artificial intelligence can detect deviation from typical behavior and flag suspicious activities as well. Also, what about real-time monitoring, guys? Because look, AI systems can monitor transactions in real time and provide immediate alerts or actions when detecting potential security threats. And this proactive approach, guys, can definitely prevent attacks before they can cause significant harm. And AI can also analyze user behavior to establish profiles of normal activity, and any deviations from these profiles can trigger security protocols, helping to prevent account takeovers and unauthorized transactions. Now the next point, guys, is regarding personalized user experience. Now look, guys, so far as decentralized exchange is concerned, one of the drawbacks is user experience, isn't it? But using artificial intelligence, personalization can be achieved and thereby providing a much better user experience on decentralized exchanges. Now artificial intelligence, guys, can create personalized dashboard for users, displaying relative information and trading pairs based on the performance and past activity, and this navigation could actually make it easier and more intuitive, and also their preference to suggest investment opportunities or trading strategies. Now these recommendations, guys, could actually help users discover new assets and optimize their portfolios. Now look, guys, one of the most important thing according to me is that of education, particularly so far as decentralized exchange is concerned, isn't it? And AI, guys, can provide educational resources tailored to the user's experience level, offering tutorials, tips, and market analysis to help them become more proficient traders. Now the next point, guys, is regarding efficient smart contract audits. Now look, guys, smart contracts are the backbone of decentralized exchange operations, isn't it? And ensuring that safety is absolutely paramount. And AI or artificial intelligence can streamline the audits process, and they can do that by performing detailed code reviews to identify potential vulnerabilities and logical errors in smart contracts. This, guys, will definitely reduce the time and also the cost associated with manual audits, isn't it? AI, guys, can also continuously monitor deployed smart contracts for any unusual activity or potential breaches, and it can also provide real-time alerts if any issues are detected. Also, guys, we need to understand that AI can not only identify problems but also suggest modification to enhance the security and efficiency of smart contracts, thereby ensuring they function as intended without vulnerabilities. Now the next point, guys, is regarding market analysis and sentiment prediction. And AI, guys, can process large volume of data from various sources to provide insights into market trends and sentiment, isn't it? And by analyzing social media, news articles, and forum discussions, AI can gauge public sentiment towards specific assets or the market as a whole as well, and this can help traders anticipate market movements driven by public perception. Now look, guys, it is so critical and important to understand that when we talk about artificial intelligence, it has to be completely open source, because it does leave room for notorious makers and politicians to code and manipulate sentiment analysis as well, isn't it? And that is something that Elon Musk is working on as well, isn't it? Now, so far as prediction is concerned, guys, AI algorithms can identify emerging trends by analyzing historical data and current market conditions, and this actually allows traders to capitalize on trends early before they become widely recognized. And also, AI can assess the potential risk associated with different assets, and they can do that by analyzing factors such as volatility, trading volume, and even market sentiment, and this should actually help traders make more informed decisions. Now the next point, guys, is regarding regulatory compliance. Now look, guys, regulatory compliance is essential for the legitimacy and also for the longevity of decentralized exchanges. Now artificial intelligence can go ahead and facilitate this by streamlining the KYC and even anti-money laundering process, and they can probably automatically verify user identity and monitor transactions for suspicious activity. This can actually ensure compliance without compromising user experience. Now look, guys, artificial intelligence can go ahead and use zero-knowledge proof, and who's to say, guys, they can probably use the orb device, which is by WorldCoin as well, isn't it? Now look, guys, it's so critical to understand the difference between privacy and anonymity. Now using artificial intelligence, it could be possible that a user, if needed, can go ahead and say who he or she is, thereby taking care of AML and KYC as well. Now artificial intelligence, guys, can also automate the generation of reports that are required by regulatory bodies, ensuring decentralized exchanges meet the obligations promptly and accurately. Also, guys, AI can continuously monitor decentralized exchanges operations to ensure adherence to regulatory standards. This includes, let's say, tracking changes in regulations and also adapting compliance protocols accordingly, isn't it? Now, the final point, guys, is regarding interoperability and cross-chain trading. Now, interoperability between different blockchains is crucial for the future of decentralized exchanges, and artificial intelligence can definitely enhance this process, because AI can manage the complexities of different blockchain protocols, ensuring seamless transactions across multiple networks. This could include handling differences in transaction speeds, fees, and security protocols as well. And AI can facilitate the creation and management of bridges that allow assets to be transferred between different blockchains, and this enhances liquidity and expands the range of assets that are available for trading on decentralized exchanges in it. And artificial intelligence, guys, can optimize cross-chain transactions by selecting the most effective routes and ensuring minimal transaction cost and also delays as well. This, guys, will definitely enhance the overall efficiency of decentralized exchanges. So look, guys, the merger of decentralized exchange and artificial intelligence definitely has the potential to create more efficient, secure, and user-friendly trading environments. And by leveraging artificial intelligence capabilities in predictive analytics, security, personalization, and interoperability, decentralized exchanges can offer a superior trading experience that meets the evolving needs of users and the market. And as these technologies continue to evolve and advance, their integration will likely drive significant innovation in the decentralized finance space and it will make it more accessible and reliable for all participants. So let me know, guys, if you're someone who's working in the artificial intelligence space and do need some information in the world of decentralized exchanges, or vice versa. We can definitely come up and work on something, isn't it? Now, guys, let's look at the king of all kings that does not require any artificial intelligence. That is Bitcoin. And the price of Bitcoin, guys, has definitely pumped up. And right now it is at $67,286. Now, the price of Bitcoin, guys, has definitely pumped up because of the CPI numbers and also because of the announcement of Jerome Powell, isn't it? And right now it is at $68,178. And since the last 24 hours, guys, it is up by 1.36%. But look, guys, what you can do is via CoinMarketCap, you can check the increase every hourly basis. And I'm looking at it right now. It is definitely been pumping up every hour. Now, since the last 7 days, though, it is still down by 4.18%. Ethereum, guys, is at $3,457, and Ethereum is also pumped up, and right now it is at 2.02%. But since the last 7 days, it is up by 7.79%. Binance BNB Coin, guys, is at $621. Now, since the last 24 hours, it is up by 1.14%. But since the last 7 days, guys, it is down by 10.48%. Now, look, guys, what I'd really recommend you to do is go to CoinMarketCap and look at some of the altcoin, guys. They have definitely been pumping up. I'm looking at it right now, guys, and live peer, the token symbol is LPT. It is up by 20.66%, and if you look at it on an hourly basis, it has been pumping up by almost 3 or 4% every hour. Injective has also pumped up by 16.21%, and so has Notcoin as well. It is up by 12.39%. Now look, guys, all of these altcoins most likely will be dumping pretty soon as well, isn't it? This just shows the power of inflation, guys. Now look what happened yesterday, that is on the 12th of June. CPI numbers were out. Now the consumer price index for all urban consumers, guys, wasn't changed, and it was seasonally adjusted, and the inflation did actually rise to 3.3% over the last 12 months. Last time, guys, it was 3.4%. So in comparison to last month, guys, it has marginally gone down. Now what I'd strongly recommend you to do is, guys, the only website to look at inflation is the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and the website is www.bls.gov. The BLS stands for Bureau of Labor Statistics, so it is B for Bravo, L for Larry, and S for Sugar. Now what I'd really recommend you to do is, guys, once you go to the website, you can also follow the link in the show notes below. It will tell you what the inflation is. Now let's say if you want to understand this thing further, go at the bottom of the page and read through some bits and pieces of information. Now let's say, guys, if you don't understand it, what I'd recommend you to do is copy that information, put it into ChatGPT, and ask ChatGPT to give out a much simpler explanation, and that will actually give you information on how inflation is calculated. Now look, guys, because the inflation has marginally gone down, it has positively impacted the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, isn't it? Now that was not the only news that happened yesterday, guys. Yesterday, coincidentally, there was FOMC meeting as well, and the Federal Chair Jerome Powell did actually decide to keep the interest rate the same, and it is at 5.25% to 5.50%. Now what I feel, guys, is because this interest rate is unchanged over the next coming days, the price will definitely be pumping up. Now look, guys, theoretically speaking, if the inflation is actually going up and if the interest rate is increasing, ideally speaking, guys, that should be the time when the price of Bitcoin should actually go up, because what it would actually mean is that the world is ditching the fiat world and they want to go ahead and put their money into fiat currencies. Unfortunately, guys, in the real world, that is not how it works. What happens in the real world, if the inflation actually goes up and if the interest rate also goes up, the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies tend to go down. It does not make any sense, isn't it? So this whole promise of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency might have failed. So my question to you guys is, are Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies a safe haven? My answer to that is absolutely no. But Are stablecoins a safe haven for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency? And the answer to that is yes, because since the last few days, guys, the volume of stablecoins has increased, isn't it? And stablecoins, guys, is kind of connected to fiat world, isn't it? These are some unfortunate facts. Now, what I'd really recommend you to do is regarding the FOMC meeting, guys, please make sure that you go out and listen to Jerome Powell. He did actually go live via YouTube, and he did actually give his reasoning as to why he has decided to keep the interest rate unchanged. Now, what he did clearly state, guys, is that the labor market condition is not doing that great, but so far as the economy is concerned, he said it at least 3 or 4 times that the economy is definitely doing great. Now, with the US elections coming up, I'm pretty much sure the left-leaning regime will definitely be creating certain clips, and they will go ahead and exaggerate this news, isn't it? Now, in the session, guys, that he had with the media, there are quite a lot of question and answer session as well. Now, he was asked at least 3 or 4 times if he will be deciding to go ahead and reducing the interest rate hike, and he clearly said, guys, he definitely does not see a reduction in the interest rate hike, because his team and the entire FOMC meetings team is to go ahead and get the inflation down to 2%, and he clearly did state, guys, that the inflation in US might actually go down to 2% only by 2026. Now listen, guys, one of the things that I do want to create a controversy is when Jerome Powell did actually state that for some odd reason, since the last 2 years, the inflation has been going down. Now look, guys, in the geopolitical world, what is it that is going on since the last 2 years? The only thing I can think of is the war between Russia and Ukraine, and also between Israel and Palestine, isn't it? Now the big question, guys, is how the United States of America are connected to it. Now look, guys, the donations flowing into United States of America, technically speaking, are going to Ukraine, isn't it? Or is it going somewhere else to go ahead and balance the economy? These are just conspiracy, but the dates and the numbers seem to match, isn't it? I'll leave it up to you guys to go ahead and make your own conclusion. Now, guys, let's discuss some news regarding Terraform Labs. Now, look, guys, we know the collapse of Terra Luna, isn't it? Now, there is a stark update to this, because the United Securities and Exchange Commission, they have ordered Terraform Labs to go ahead and pay $4.47 billion. Now, what I'd really recommend you to do is, guys, in the show notes below, there is an official filing that clearly states that Terraform Labs has agreed to pay the US Securities and Exchange Commission approximately $4.47 billion in a settlement following the collapse of Terra ecosystem, which resulted in $40 billion in investor losses. Now, this settlement, guys, includes $3.6 billion in disgorgement fines, a $420 million civil penalty, and nearly $467 million in prejudgment interest. And former CEO, guys, that is Do Kwon, is responsible for $110 million in disgorgement penalties, $80 million in civil penalties, and about $14.3 million in prejudgment interest. Now, the settlement, guys, specifies that Do Kwon must transfer $4.7 million into an escrow account within 30 days, and that the value of the crypto assets from Luna Foundation Guard and also PIT network tokens that he currently holds will be used to cover these costs. Now, the Securities and Exchange Commission lawsuit, guys, was filed in 2023, and they accused Terraform Labs and Do Kwon of selling unregistered securities and defrauding investors. Now, Terra Luna's USD collapse, guys, in 2022 led to significant investor losses, isn't it? Now, at this point of time, guys, Do Kwon's fate remains uncertain as Montenegro court continues to deliberate on whether to extradite him to South Korea or the United States, and this is because of multiple appeals and procedural issues. So I'll definitely go ahead and update you guys on this. So let me know, guys, what do you think is the fate of Do Kwon and also the future of Terraform Labs. Now, guys, let's discuss some news in the world of Smart Wallet. Now, this is the second news, guys, this week. I'm talking about Smart Wallet, isn't it? And the moment Coinbase announced Smart Wallet, guys, I definitely mentioned that I'm pretty much sure other cryptocurrency exchanges will be issuing Smart Wallet. Now, Circle, guys, has done that, and they have expanded its Web3 services to support Solana blockchain, and they are introducing programmable wallets and gas stations. Now, this move, guys, by Circle aims to empower Solana developers by providing APIs and software development kits that simplify the integration of secure, multi-chain wallets into the apps, removing any technical complexities. Now, the Solana community, guys, is known for its innovation and adoption of payment use cases, isn't it? So they will definitely benefit by these tools to build on-chain apps more efficiently. Now, Circle has also supported Solana with native USDC and EURC and CCTP integration, with future updates planned for NFTs and smart contracts. Now, this initiative, guys, underscores Circle's commitment to helping Solana developers create a scalable, fast and cost-efficient blockchain application, isn't it? Now, if you're one of the fans of Solana blockchain, guys, you definitely need to check out the tweet by Solana Foundation, because they have actually tweeted that the smart wallet is so easy that even interns can go out and start using it. So definitely positive news, I guess. Now, is this a trend other centralized exchanges will be doing it, or even stablecoin issuers will be doing it? Let's wait and see. I definitely am heading towards that. Now guys, let's discuss some interesting news all the way from China. And Chinese President Xi Jinping sent an open letter praising Andrew G. Chao of Complex and Tsinghua University for his contribution to education and research. Now Xi has encouraged Yao to continue advancing talent and technology. Now, so far as Complex is concerned, guys, it is a blockchain that is supported by Shanghai government, and it is the only regulated compliant public blockchain in China, and leads to a new infrastructure for Belt and Road Initiative. Now, we need to understand, guys, that China has had love-hate relationship with Bitcoin, isn't it? Particularly the mining world as well. But despite China's crypto ban, Complex trades have been trading, and the market cap is close to $1 billion. As a matter of fact, guys, I'm looking at it right now. It is at $975 million. Now, regarding this letter, guys, the official letter is in the show notes below, but it is written in Chinese language, so please feel free to go and use the translation. Now, these were the news, guys, from cryptocurrency and blockchain world. Now, let's look at two news from Dubai, UAE, and the Middle East. And both the news, guys, has to do with artificial intelligence. Let's talk about first news all the way from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Now, look, guys, Saudi Arabia is definitely taking leaps and bounds so far as healthcare is concerned, and they want to integrate artificial intelligence in the healthcare sector by 2030. So let me go ahead and share more information regarding this news, because look, guys, based on this article, Saudi Arabia plans to integrate AI across its healthcare sector by 2030, and this initiative, guys, is part of Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030. Now, AI technologies, guys, will be implemented in day-to-day hospital and medical facility operations, and the integration aims to bolster the kingdom's healthcare infrastructure. Now, look, guys, Saudi Arabia seeks to establish itself as a global leader in AI and healthcare as well as in it, and 76% of the survey respondents in Saudi Arabia definitely have a positive view of AI products and services, and this was according to a survey by AI Index report by Stanford University in 2023. Now, look, guys, so far as healthcare is concerned, AI can streamline process and delegate tasks, addressing the global physician shortages in it, and they can enhance efficiency, accuracy, and personalization in medical practices. Now, AI diagnostic tools, guys, can analyze medical images, assisting in diagnosing various conditions, and AI in cardiology can diagnose heart attacks. Comparatively to cardiologists, and AI in dermatology, guys, can also provide accurate classification for skin lesions and other pathologies, and AI diagnostic systems can match or exceed human experts in accuracy and speed, and AI-augmented surgical decision-making can be done before, during, and after procedure as well. Now, what I'd really recommend you to do is, guys, there is a clip of Joe Rogan discussing the future of artificial intelligence combining with quantum computing, and he was talking about how medication can be one of the first areas that could be benefited by artificial intelligence, and he's talking about the turnaround time. So let's say if there is a new drug or new vaccination that is implemented using artificial intelligence and quantum computing, the time taken for, let's say, looking at after effects can be reduced to real time. So look, guys, we're definitely heading into artificial intelligence merging with quantum computing, isn't it? Now, so far as this news is concerned, guys, the article states that surgical robots with AI capabilities offers enhanced precision and minimal invasive option. Now, look, guys, so far as Neuralink is concerned, there's one use case where the person has been injected with a chip in his brain, and that was purely done by robots, isn't it? Now, imagine that robot is connected to AI. I think the use case is absolutely scary, but at the same time life-saving as well. And AI in medical education, guys, definitely would support students, educators, and institutional management as well. An AI-driven platform, guys, in education will be able to adapt to individual learning styles and needs, and AI-powered simulations in virtual reality will enable safer practices and clinical skills, and AI-powered NLP systems, guys, will definitely transform healthcare records, improving efficiency in coding, billing, and data management as well. Now, look, Saudi Arabia definitely wants to go ahead and adopt AI in healthcare, and AI algorithms, guys, will definitely enhance the analysis and application of biological data and genomics, and machine learnings will definitely predict disease risk and personalized treatment plans based on genetic composition. And roughly around a month ago, guys, I did talk about Dubai Laboratory. They did try to use artificial intelligence to find out some details regarding bacteria as well as in it. Now, look, as AI will facilitate data integration for extracting complex insights in public health, and AI's evolving capabilities will continue to redefine diagnostics, treatment, personalization, and patient empowerment. So definitely kudos to Saudi Arabia for taking leaps and bounds in the healthcare sector as well. Now guys, let's talk about news from Dubai. And Sheikh Hamdan, guys, he did actually mention via Twitter just a few hours ago that he definitely wants teachers to be future ready in the world of artificial intelligence. So let me go ahead and give out more information regarding this news, guys. Because Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed, the Crown Prince of Dubai, has announced AI training program for teachers in Dubai. Now this program, guys, aims to upskill teachers in artificial intelligence, and what he actually mentioned via Twitter is that special honors will be given to top 10 teachers effectively integrating AI into their teaching practices. And this initiative, guys, is part of Dubai's plan to accelerate AI adoption in education. And Sheikh Hamdan has emphasized the goal of creating an educational system fully equipped with future-ready tools, and AI technologies are intended to provide an optimal learning environment for students. Now look, guys, teachers using artificial intelligence is an absolute must because the teachers will be benefited and the students, more importantly, will be benefited, isn't it? And Sheikh Hamdan, guys, views investing in education as an investment in Dubai's present and future, and the top performing teachers, guys, will be honored at the 2025 AI retreat. Now the Crown Prince, guys, has been a key driver of Dubai's high-tech vision for the future, and Sheikh Hamdan has launched a roadmap to attract top AI companies and also talents to Dubai, and the roadmap aims to enhance the overall quality of life in Dubai through the adoption of artificial intelligence. Now this announcement, guys, follows the appointment of 22 chief AI officers to key government departments, and this is something which I did cover in my Crypto and Coffee 88 podcast, isn't it? And what happened, guys, in May, Sheikh Hamdan announced a scheme to train 1 million people in AI prompt engineering over 3 years. Now the DCAIA, that is Dubai Center for Artificial Intelligence, was established in June last year at Emirates Tower. Now this center, guys, aims to train 1,000 employees from over 30 government bodies in using generative artificial intelligence. And generative AI training, guys, includes creating images, videos, audio, and even 3D models as well. Now this initiative, guys, aligns with Dubai's broader goal of integrating AI into various sectors, and Sheikh Hamdan's efforts definitely reflect a commitment to future-proofing Dubai's education and also the government system to artificial intelligence. So definitely a brilliant and positive news, not just for Dubai, but also for the world of artificial intelligence, isn't it? So definitely positive news. And that's about all, guys, from cryptocurrency, blockchain, and artificial intelligence world from Crypto and Coffee 88 from Blockchain DXB. And guys, if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. And guys, please feel free to go ahead and check out my website. That is www.blockchaindxb.com. It is loaded with useful information in the world of Bitcoin, blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, Metaverse, and now artificial intelligence as well. Now for the next few minutes, it's going to be an Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So let's get started with the Ask Me Anything series. Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB. You're listening to the Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. I have a question about RFO Ask. In artificial intelligence, can we go ahead and start using cryptocurrencies? You definitely can go ahead and use that RF. I definitely don't see a reason as to why you would not do that. But look, as much as I dislike saying this, unfortunately, cryptocurrency world is still not ready for artificial intelligence. I do feel that artificial intelligence at this stage is definitely far superior, has many more use cases, and has already been implemented in real life cases. So far as cryptocurrency is concerned, beyond Bitcoin, I really don't see any other cryptocurrency to be used. Maybe we can go ahead and use meme coins, let's say like Dogecoin. That is because the price is ridiculously low, isn't it? Now, so far as smart contracts is concerned, unfortunately, RF at this point of time, keeping in mind the blockchain trilemma problem, I don't see blockchain technologies merging with artificial intelligence. But let's say if you're talking about just using cryptocurrencies, I can genuinely see, let's say, Dogecoin or maybe Shiba Inu coin to be used as a form of payment as opposed to, let's say, Bitcoin. Because look, no one would be wanting to use Bitcoin as a medium of exchange or mode of payment, isn't it? I definitely would not, and I'm pretty much sure most of the people, at least now, will definitely not be wanting to use Bitcoin to go ahead and make any payments, or even Ethereum for that matter, Cause look, the prices are so high and they're fluctuating so much out of, isn't it? Now, so far as your question is concerned, if it is only cryptocurrencies, what I do feel out of is that it would make more sense to go and let's say implement Ripple or maybe stable coins in the near future. Now, I'm definitely not a fan of Ripple or even central bank digital currency for that matter. You can definitely go ahead and use USDT as well. I'm definitely not a fan of either three of them. But so far as the use case in artificial intelligence is concerned, I definitely do feel that they will be much of an ideal fit in comparison to, let's say, Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies. Now, this particular week, I've seen at least 6 to 8 articles where they're talking about artificial intelligence to be merging with blockchain technology. I hate saying this, that is definitely not true. And when I read through the articles, looks like they're trying to sell something and they truly don't understand what blockchain trilemma is. Now, once you truly understand what the blockchain trilemma is, that is scalability, security, and decentralization, or distributed, how I like to call it, none of the protocols, at least for now, are able to handle cryptocurrency transactions. Forget about artificial intelligence. I definitely not see that thing working, at least for the next few years, until and unless we have new cryptographic methods. But look, so far as Bitcoin is concerned, I definitely don't think we can use Bitcoin as a medium of exchange or even a medium of payment. Now, granted, you can use Lightning Network to go ahead and make smaller transactions, but the use case is extremely limited, isn't it? And I very specifically remember David Marcus, who is currently the CEO of Lightspark. He did actually openly state that there are quite a lot of challenges when you're working with Lightning Network. Now, me personally, I'm definitely a fan of Lightning Network, but Lightning Network looks like it is lightning years away from mainstream adoption. But as I mentioned earlier, RF, I do see that meme coins such as, let's say, Shiba Inu, maybe even Pepe Coin, they could be used so far as cryptocurrency transactions is concerned in the artificial intelligence world. What about WorldCoin? I'm not a fan of WorldCoin, but so far as the use case is concerned, I'm surely thinking of ways where WorldCoin can be used because they already have decentralized identity as well, isn't it? So that would be an ideal fit in my opinion. So that is my answer to that. And that's about all, guys, from the Ask Me Anything season blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating and share the word across. And guys, please feel free to go and check out my website, that is www.blockchaindxb.com. It is loaded with information in the field of Bitcoin, blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, Metaverse. And remember, guys, Monday to Thursdays, we have Crypto with Coffee podcast, where we cover top news and information in the field of Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, artificial intelligence, and we also look at 2 news from Dubai, UAE, and the Middle East. And what you're listening to right now is the Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So thanks so much for listening, guys, and have a great day ahead. Bye-bye.